Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the very first Captain Vitus Direct. This is going to be a little announcement ditty. We're going to be talking about some new projects I have coming up for you on this little channel that maybe you thought it was dead. Maybe it was dead. Maybe it's being revitalized. More on that soon, and be sure to watch till the end, because we're going to reveal the next Smash character. I know you thought, oh, Sephiroth just got announced. They're not going to do another one, but they gave it to me. This update was that important. But first things first, I'm sure you have questions. I reviewed Black Panther and then disappeared off the planet for, I think, 2 years. So I guess that kind of, I have some explaining to do. I've actually been up to quite a bit in my absence. I've been taking a lot of time for myself. I got married. I have 2 cats now. I read books. I start books. And then I finish them, and then I reflect on what I've read. It's a new thing for me. I watch cooking shows on TV and I cry when people win. I'm no longer the man you once remembered from the olden days. I'm no longer this man right here who makes this face and this thumbnail. Not only because I'm not as violently angry as this man anymore, but because I can't really make that face anymore. My neck muscles kind of seize up. I'm getting old. And on top of not making faces like that anymore, I've been spending a lot of time kind of rediscovering who I am, not just as a person, but as a movie person, and kind of rediscovering why I love them in the first place. I feel like reviewing every single thing like I did for as long as I did left me kind of cynical, it left me kind of jaded to even the idea of filmmaking, to a point where I wasn't even enjoying what I was doing anymore. Which is the real reason I disappeared. I actually wasn't lost in Q*bert. I wish I was lost in Q*bert. That would have been a lot more fun. In this little personal process, I've also been trying to determine the best way to continue on with the Captain Vitus show. Because I am tired of movie reviews. I don't want to do them anymore. They're bad for my heart. They're bad for my soul. I love movies. I want to stop making faces like this when I talk about them and have that be what I'm known for. In this process, I've had a bit of a little identity crisis. There was a point where I tried to make a vlog channel, and I made a vlog. I went to the aquarium with my wife, and it's a fine vlog, but it's not me. I also did an unboxing, which was kind of me. That's a pretty good video. My cat bites me. It's fun to watch. There was even a point where I was just like, all of this is for naught. Movies are just a hobby. I'm going to do what real people do, and I'm going to sit down and get a paleontology degree. I read a book about dinosaurs, and I said, fuck movies, I'm digging dinosaur bones. And now, while I don't regret that time, as I got to read this book, because I read books now, it's really good, and if you want to know about dinosaurs, you can read it and learn. That's not what this channel's about. This channel is a movie channel. So, we have spent a long time. I've gotten scientists. We have been in the labs. Welcome to the reboot. Now, instead of just telling you what I have planned, I've actually put together 2 nifty little trailers to show you 2 new series I plan on starting very soon. Put them together on Adobe Premiere because this show isn't edited on Cyberlink Power Director anymore. Now with all that exposition out of the way, let's get on to the trailers of the day, starting with this first one for a series I'm very excited to start. I'm very excited to show you. Please take a look.
What's gotten into him?
Hey, stupid kid! Stop it!
Career in Review, a series I am so excited to start that's going to cover entire filmographies of different filmmakers and acting professionals. Maybe we'll throw in cinematographers and editors in there at some point in time, I'm not sure. The overall goal of this series is to kind of chart the evolution of a filmmaker's process, see what makes movie 1 different from movie 5 and how they all connect in little director or acting trademarks here and there. I want to see how these movies and how these filmmakers and how these actors stamp their places in film history, as well as see just how their overall impact has affected me in my own personal film journey. As you saw from the trailer, our first episode will be covering the filmography of one of my favorite directors of all time, Mr. Mamoru Hosoda, an anime legend. He worked in the TV industry, then he went on to making just incredible anime films like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Wolf Children, his latest 2019's Mirai, which is an Oscar-nominated feature. Oh my goodness. I love Hosoda. I am so excited to share that intense love with you, as well as visit all of this all over again. I haven't had a real Hosoda marathon in a long time, and there's one of his films that I hadn't seen before this marathon, so I got to check that out. I cannot wait to share everything I found with you. Now let's move on to the bigger project, though, the one I'm really here to announce. Everything else is to pad time in between this one. The trailer you're about to watch is a bit longer than a trailer should be, but I have taken a bit longer than I should have on this series, so I don't really care. I hope you enjoy it. Please take a look.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 네 사촌.
What is that in your ear? What? That's for you. Take your hands off my lobby boy! I like the way you die, boy.
I know what you're thinking. Ash, what the hell is this? How much time have you already put into this? Why did you forget to put a Kingsman clip in the trailer we just watched? I have all your answers. Now, if you are a classic Captain Vitus fan, you remember my earlier podcast, Month in Review. This was a podcast I had. I hosted it with a bunch of my buddies, later evolved into a show I just kind of did by myself monthly. It was called Month in Review. It was something I loved doing. I by no means think it was like quality entertainment. But we basically, if you hadn't seen it, would take a look at the last month of new releases and we would rank them. We'd rank our best, our worst. We'd kind of like imprint that month into a little historical thing. Now, Decade in Review, what you just saw the trailer for, is that times 10, well, I guess times 12 times 10 is 120 times. It's bigger. We're not covering months, we are covering entire years for this project. And the only reason I forgot to add a Kingsman clip is because you don't even know how many movies I am talking here. This is not what this is about. Because I am not putting together some list. I am not going online and going, oh, Whiplash, that was a fun time, I'll just throw that on there. We are going to get to the bottom of just what my favorite movies of the decade are. To do this, me and my wife are going to be watching over 1,000 movies from the last decade. You should see my letterbox. It is such a mess right now. Even thinking about it has put me in such a stress flash I can't remember my next line. So the overall goal with this series is, yes, to find out what our favorite movies of the decade are, and we're going to be doing that in a big way. Each individual episode, we're going to be doing 11 of them in total, 10 of them just individual years, where we will take full deep looks at the years. We will watch 200 plus movies for each one of them. And I'm going to rank all of that personally, but at the same time, it's not just personal. I want to take a look at what all of these movies mean, what their places in time mean. What I basically, at the end of the day, want to accomplish is I want us as a team to time travel. And I want us to time travel and really immerse ourselves into these years. And to do that, we're going to be making a few different lists. Most of these lists are going to be individual years. We'll have like your 2010 list, your 2011 list, yada yada yada, where those will be individual lists ranked. And these are going to be lists I make available for you guys to go check out on my letterbox so you can see every movie we watched and how I ranked them after each episode releases. So it's like a little treat. It's like it unlocks. Then there's the giant list, the one that when I do open it on my letterbox, my phone gets all hot because it's gotten so big at this point. You guys, I am not even through 2010. Oh my god. There's like near 400 movies on this list already, and all I've been doing is watching 2010 through 2012, so that should put it in perspective just how big this one list that combines all the other lists is going to be. And that's going to be the one we come to in our 11th episode, where we are going to take a full look at the big picture, the decade as a whole. We will determine, like, literally, I'm thinking we're doing, like, the 100 best movies of the decade, because that will clearly be something easy to do. Hell, we might even do the worst ones for fun. In fact, we will, because I've had to watch some really bad 2010 movies that I need to talk about. Through this as well, we are actually going to be able to mathematically determine what my favorite year of the 2010s was. The much bigger picture I hope to achieve with this, though, is the fact my movie journey kind of started in 2010, because 2010 was when a young high school me, watched Die Hard for the first time, started going to the theater. He saw True Grit and decided he was going to watch the Oscars and actually participate. It has been 10 years of movie obsession for me, and because of it, I have grown exponentially, and showing all these movies, you can see that filmmaking and movies have also grown. So Yes, we are looking at how a decade evolved and how we as people evolved, but we're also going to see how a young little boy who just wanted to be a rock star evolved into the guy you see today, wearing this cute Pikachu shirt. I hope you are very excited for Decade in Review. I am thrilled. I've been working on this all year, so it's going to be a long, lengthy project. We're going to have little things thrown in there to pad the time, as I said, one of which happens to be our next announcement. Now, I don't have a trailer for this one. I was going to make one, but this is something a little more for both of us. I feel like something I was really good at in the beginning of my YouTube career was like communication with you guys. Like I was able to talk to you guys. I like remembered your names. Over the years, I got really bad at that, and I admit that, and I apologize. Going forward, I don't want that to be what this channel is. I don't want it to just be me making videos and then not communicating back to you guys. Now, if you will remember back to the old days, I used to do Q&As for each milestone I reached. You know, I hit 500 subs, there's a Q&A. I hit 1,000 subs, there's a Q&A. And I loved doing those Q&As. I loved the questions you guys gave me. I just hated how long it took to get to them because I'd have to reach a milestone, and sometimes I'd be so close and I'd be like, I just want to do the damn Q&A. I just want to do it. And this is where our next show comes into place. Askin' and Taskin'. I dreamed of Askin' and Taskin' a long time ago. This was actually, like I was in the vlog aquarium days, and I had this idea, and now I have the hiccups. Askin' and Taskin' is going to allow me to scratch this itch monthly instead of milestonely. We're gonna do one of these every month where I'm going to just throw up one of the videos. You guys can ask me whatever you want to ask me about, literally anything. Kind of an open book. I will tell you things I shouldn't tell you. It'll be a monthly Q&A, yay! But what about this tasking part? You've explained the asking, what's the tasking? Now that tasking I'm really excited about because it means I finally get to buy some of these things I've been staring at for a long time. I don't want to do normal Q&As. I want to multitask. So during all these Q&As, I'm gonna be doing something. I don't know what that something's gonna be. I can be cooking some cookies, which I'm not a baker, so that could be interesting to watch. I could be driving around Blu-ray hunting. What I'm specifically excited to do is, you know those like dinosaur dig kits? I'm gonna buy those and I'm going to do them while I answer your questions. I am beyond excited. I cannot wait. I want the first episode of this to be up at the end of this month, so this video here, this video here is going to serve as your hub. Ask any of your questions below. I will get to them at the end of January, and we'll get to know each other a little better. We're going to make this a more personal show, and because of that, we come to my last announcement. We're rebranding. Now, I did the Captain Vitus show for, like 4 years, maybe. I think it was more like 3.5. But I'm gonna say 4 because it sounds better. And I really loved the journey I had. I don't think I made great videos in the process. I know every creator is their own worst critic, so of course I'm saying that, but I'm so excited about what I have planned. I want it separate from what I've done. Captain Vitus show, consider that base Naruto. We're done with that. We're done. It's years later now. We are into the Shippuden era, which is why we are no longer the Captain Vitus show. We are now Captain Vitus. Scratching during the name reveal. Now I know dropping one word in a name is not a huge announcement, but it's a pretty big deal to me. We are no longer a show. We're no longer just some little circus show comes up and you see the beard man scream about gemming the holograms. This is real programming now. Captain Vitus, this ain't no show. I am Captain Vitus. I am Ash Vitus. That is me. And that is what I am. I don't know where I'm going with the rest of this. The point is, I hope you've liked what I've shown you today. I am beyond excited to get a lot of this out to you. It's obviously going to take a little time. I think I've bitten off a lot more than I can chew, but I am chewing it and I am chewing it, and I'm going to go to the dentist so I can chew it some more. I hope you look forward to all the new content we have coming on the way. The new reboot. I hope you like the new name. Of course, leave all your questions for me in the description, or if you just want to say hi, or if you want to throw some spit in my eye. Just do it. I just want to talk to you guys. It's been so long. I've been lost in YouTube limbo. Okay, that is all the time I have left. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS. I'll see you later. Stay classy. I always do it with a cup. Tradition shouldn't die because of... this is... Stay classy.
All I need to complete my transformation is Scooby!